All right. Welcome back. Welcome to those who don't know, and welcome back to those who do know, to another one of Raffarino's Hotness tier lists. I'm so delighted to finally be doing one for Elden Ring. First was Mad Tongue Albridge. Yeah, don't worry. You think I don't recognize my boy? My boy, Albridge? You like Albridge? Of course I do. He's got some of the sickest fashion in the game. He's a scythe user. He's an invader, which is immediately like just the sexiest people are invaders. He gives you the Taunter's Tongue, which allows you to do PvP without a summon. Like, honestly, like, he's already, like, getting up there in the tiers, right? And he's got a mad tongue, you know what I'm saying? I don't know exactly what that means. But, you know, I think we want to find out, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's a good-looking fella. So I don't know that I immediately want to put him all the way up there. But he uses Frost and Bleed. I don't care. He's hot. He's an invader. Who the fuck is brave enough to be an invader in this world? I think I'm going to put him in Profanely Beautiful. Just because he's got everything that I like, you know? We kill him. We take his fashion. You know, it's great. He's Profanely Beautiful. We're starting it off freaking strong with the beautiful, beautiful Albridge. Next is, whomst is this? Can't tell. Who is this? Albus the Albinaric. Okay, so he's got no feet. It's not his fault. It's what happens when they get old. Albus is his name. It just basically means, like, white, probably. And he's an Albinaric, so he's just kind of named after what he is. He's kind of like a Pikachu who says his name Pikachu all the time. He's sweet. He cares about what's her name? Latenna. He hides. He camouflages. We don't like those who hide, but he's a sweetheart. You know, he's not what I would call like a dateable figure. But we might actually want to just put him in the protect category. He is just a sweet old man who doesn't deserve to get got by anybody. And then he gives us some information and he dies, which is a little sad. So we're gonna put him in must protect because he deserves to be protected. He's a good boy, and we love him. Alexander, let's go. All right, Alexander is basically like a superior onion bro because I love him. He's got a lot of different people inside of him, which is just, you know, great. He can do whatever he wants. You know, any kind of man or woman that you like, you know, he's got him. Just to grab it, if I could find it, it's still somewhere here. I have this beautiful, beautiful art that I created of him. Fan art that I made while watching the trailer, actually. Which trailer? I don't know. So I've been a fan of him. His name is Iron Fist, of course. What he be doing with that Iron Fist, I don't know. But how the hell are you gonna date him? What do you mean, how the hell am I gonna date him? He's so dateable. It's right there on the tin, right there on the pot. In the gameplay preview? Yeah, should frame that at this point? I should. Lets you hit it the first time you meet him. Oh, well, I don't know if I was gonna go that far. I don't know. I think, you know what? Fuck it. I love him. I don't care. He's my best friend. He's a good boy. He goes to Caelid. I love Caelid. He's going in Yes Daddy. Ooh, okay? I love him. Oh, Bernal. Oof. I gotta tell you, when I first met Bernal, I was not impressed. He tricked me fully. I was definitely thinking that he was gonna be a boring, basic ass bitch. Because he's all like, oh, I like the Golden Order, and I like the Archery, and I was like, oh, he's boring, lame-o. But then, it turns out he's actually a total daddy. He is a recusant. And he's like, don't be a recusant, because he knows that they're all gonna die. A horrible death, but he goes anyway. And then you find out that he was a contender to become the Elden Lord, just like you were. Like, this man's a champion. He is sort of like Vike is the cover art boy. Vike gets all the fame, but Vernal is just like him. He was upset because he lost his maiden. So Vike became a frenzied flame guy so that he wouldn't have to lose his maiden, but Bernal did what he was supposed to. When he lost his maiden, he was so heartbroken that he decided to become a recusant because he thought it was so horrible. So in terms of like actual lore, like Bernal's a baller. However, what I will say is, I mean, the man's emotionally taken. He's not emotionally available. He's heartbroken over the loss of his maiden. He's not over his ex. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna put him in the highly hot, but not necessarily for me. But just in general, like, he's hot. He deserves it. And he's very honest. Except for when he talks about how he likes the Erd tree. But maybe he did at the time? Who knows? Next is Blagard. So Blagard is incredible. He's a great guy. He likes seafood. I personally love seafood. He cooks seafood. He'll cook for you. He's a little bit hostile when you first meet him. He's very suspicious. He's been through a lot in his life. He's got some trauma. He was in jail with Dung Eater, and he got like real fucked up over it. So, you know, understandable. He pushes you away a little bit, but basically once you talk to him, he becomes your friend. He's a good boy. He offers you various types of seafood. Prawn, crab. He's delicious. Blagard, I'm honestly going to put him in the dateable category. He cooks. Counterpoint, he stole from Raya. You gotta understand that. You gotta understand with Blagard, though. You gotta understand, he is a criminal. And he's had a rough go. And so he takes advantage when he can. It's not right, but he does. Also, I had this full theory that Raya intentionally let him steal the necklace so that she could give you an excuse to kill him to test you. You know what I mean? Yeah, I had this whole theory that like Raya was just trying to get you to kill somebody. So I know everyone like loves Raya and she's super wholesome. I don't think she's that wholesome. I think she wanted you to kill somebody. So, you know, I love Raya though. She's perfect, even if she's a murderer. Listen, I'm an invader, okay? Someone being mean like that is fine. Blythe. Immediate daddy. I'm not even gonna pretend. I'm not even gonna... He is one of my favorite characters in the entire game. He's super sweet. Immediately your friend. Basically, like, the biggest protector, and he loves Ronnie so much. Even though he's just supposed to be kind of her shadow, he is loyal to her just as she is to him. It's basically like a complete reversal of like Vendrick and what's her name? Nashandra, because like Vendrick's like, I'm just using her, and then she's just using him, he's just using her, they're just using each other. It's like the equivalent to it. A little bit of this is my bias because I just love him so much. Honestly, if I were really, you know, less biased, I put him in a lower tier, but this is my tier list, so we put him up here. Smart is he though? He kind of gets trapped in an ever jail. He doesn't need to be smart. He's not E.G. He's not the clever one. Also, it's just because he trusted his friends. Are we really gonna roast him for trusting his friends? E.G. was probably like, hey, Ronnie needs you to go into this ever jail. But wolves can't be himbos. Also, even though he's a himbo, honestly, fine. He also hates the cold like I do. So much in common. Bok. Oh my god. Okay, Bok is actually a sweet baby angel. He makes you clothes. He has great drip. He literally gets turned into a bush at some point. He's had a rough go. Most definitely he's a must protect. He doesn't need love. He doesn't need romance. He needs protection. He needs a friend. Brother Corrin. Brother Corrin is incredibly emotionally unavailable because he's in love with Goldmask, and I don't blame him because Goldmask, I mean, like, look at what Goldmask is wearing, you know what I'm saying? Oof, right? Like, hot. I honestly think that he just likes Goldmask for his body. It's a little disappointing because he's all like, oh, I care about the Golden Order and I'm a good boy. But he also did see a prophecy of fire, so that's it adds a little bit of complexity to his character. Goldmask's outfit was designed by his followers. Also true, and I bet mainly Corrin. Dude, that's the equivalent of like someone sending a streamer lingerie. Do you know what I mean? Brother Corrin's probably like, hey Goldmask, you should wear this. That's underwear, my brother. That is underwear. Also, when he's told the truth by Goldmask, he's like, oh my god, I can't handle it. But I thought that like Goldmask was like such a good guy, but he doesn't actually care. He puts Goldmask on a pedestal and he doesn't actually care about his mind. I'm going to stick him in the dingus category. I don't think he's absolutely maidenless. I think he tries, but he's an idiot. So we're gonna put him in there. He's a nice enough guy, though. Yeah, and here's the thing. He's a hypocrite because he's all like, I care about the Golden Order. Also, I did see a prophecy that the Erd Tree would burn, and I was told that this is a bad thing, so I got kicked out of my order. Like, come on now. I objectified Gold Mask instantly. We all did. Oh my god, we got D. Alright, so D's story goes like this. He's got a twin. There's two. They got twins. We love twins, by the way. That's definitely putting him up in the tiers, you know what I mean? Like, two boys at once, let's go. I mean, he is a little bit of a dingus, but let's talk about him personality-wise. Actually, let's do fashion first. His fashion is great. His armor is great, but he's questionable. Definitely. Yeah, one soul, two bodies. It's a little confusing. D is fanatical. Yeah, honestly, fanatical is a good way to put him. D reminds me a lot of Alfred from Bloodborne, actually. Like, weirdly enough. He's just fanatical, but he's kind of stupid. Did we consider both D's together? I kind of am. I'm conflating the two. I think D's gotta go in Dingus, not just because it works. D is for Dingus, but in all seriousness, I think it's just where he belongs. Oh, is this D's brother? Oh, that's D's brother. I didn't realize he was a character. I think regular D then, kind of a Dingus. I think they both gotta be Dinguses. Actually, no, we put him in absolutely maidenless because he uses rude misogynistic terms against Fia. So I think he's even lower tier. Okay, Dialos. Another D name. Okay, so he's a little bit of a complicated one for me because he's a total sweetheart. Definitely a fuckboy. He's from a good family, but like he has a chip on his shoulder over it. He always compares himself to his brother or sister. No, I think it's his brother. Yeah, Juno. He's got great hair. I don't know. He just seems like a little baby back bitch. Do you know what I mean? And he's all like a friend with his servant. He's like, oh, you know, Lanya, my servant, she's such a tomboy. And then she dies, and he's like, I'm gonna get revenge. And then he instead joins the people who kills them. Like, he's an idiot. He's a total spineless fool. But he got stepped on a lot by his family, probably, so it makes sense. But then he's friends with the pot people, and he takes care of them, and he finally finds a purpose, and I'm proud of him for that. And because of that, I'm gonna put him in dateable. I think he deserves a chance. I think he's worth a chance. I think when you first meet him, he's the type of dude to like run away at the first sign of trouble. But by the end, he decides to take care of others, and he grows as a person. And he doesn't run away when the jars are attacked. And here's the thing. If he was with me, we would fight together and he wouldn't die. So then he could continue to grow as a person, basically. So I'm gonna put him in dateable. I'm willing to give him a chance, even though I did call him a bitch a lot, okay? It's not my fault. Dung Eater. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is a complicated one. So first of all, his name is Dung Eater. Like, it does what it says on the tin, you know? That's a little bit of a wowzers. That's a tough one. Dung Eater, though, what I will say about him is that he is very honest. Because he's like, hey, by the way, like, I'm gonna kill you and defile you. And you talk to him, and he just says, like, hey, at 5 o'clock, meet me outside and I'll defile you. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's very honest about it. And you gotta respect it. If anything, he's trying to spread the curse, which could be a good thing. I don't know. It depends on what you want, right? He just wants everyone to be cursed, but how do we know that's a bad thing? Either way, you gotta respect his consistency, but he's definitely maidenless. No. He's going down there. There's no other place he belongs. He's fucked up, dude. He does fucked up shit to people. Like, really fucked up. Like, I don't think it's a coincidence that when you find a body that has been defiled, he talks about a seedbed curse, and there's a lot of blood in the, region. He's doing some shit, dude, and it ain't a vasectomy. Like, I don't know what he's up to. It's like the opposite of vasectomies. So yeah, he's going down there. Oh, Edgar. So Edgar is literally a daddy, but he's kind of an idiot. Oh, God. What do we talk about with Edgar? So Edgar is a classist fuck, first of all. I would like that to be known 1,000% of the way. He wants to protect his castle, and he leaves his daughter, who he supposedly cares about, to just get got. But also, why? Why did the Misbegotten attack? Well, because he treated them like shit. He calls them menials? Like menial, like basically slave labor, dude. Yeah, he deserved. He was the bourgeois, and the proletariat rose up against him. And yeah, he's not a good dude. He's not a good dude. He becomes distinctly cooler when he goes crazy and becomes Edgar the Revenger and eats meat, raw meat all the time. A bit of a psycho. I don't like him, dude. He's going in dingus. I hate him. Wants to protect his lord's castle, not his. It leads to his daughter's death. Yeah, he cares about duty, but his duty is stupid, and as a result, he goes in dingus. This is Enya, the finger reader of the two fingers, the only finger reader that is alive. Because the only two fingers that are alive, really. So here's the thing about Enya. You might meet her and you think, oh, she's just like, you know, typical grandma, you know, like a little bit closed-minded. She just helps you and she listens to the two fingers. But this is the moment where grandma surprises you, because you talk to her and she's like, hey, grandma, I'm gonna go do some crimes. And grandma's like, I love you, sweetie. You do some crimes. Here's how you do some crimes. Like, she's a grandma. Like, I don't want to date grandma. I want her I want to hear her stories. You know, we're putting her in must protect. This is Ensha. We don't know anything about Ensha. Ensha doesn't talk. Ensha gives you one of the coolest gestures in the game. Why does he leave, though? Well, he doesn't leave. He invades us to steal our, it's the Medallion of Rold. When we get it from Latenna, he invades us so he can try to take it for Gideon. So he's loyal to Gideon. So we're gonna put him in Dingus. Or we're gonna put him in Passable, because he gives you a cool gesture. Fia! I don't know. Fia is an interesting case, because I don't really like her. Because I think she's badly written. It's not really her fault, though. She does hug you, and she does care about you on paper, but I don't really trust her. But she does have agency to make your own choices. Want to have a chat with her, but not date her? But she's got to be highly hot, I think. It's bad about her. The way that the dialogue is written, as if you are the cringiest fucking 12-year-old writing romance for the first time, like, it's terrifying. She murders D and I felt betrayed. Yeah, because D was gonna kill her. Let's be honest here. Writing was cringy? So cringy. For Fia? Oh my god, dude. Like, literally, there's this one dialogue that to progress her quest, you have to be like, I just want to be held by you? What the fuck? I don't want to say that. It was cringy. I hated it. Anyway, so I don't really like her, but she's fine. It's not really her fault, so she's up here. I like her concept. I wish that she didn't end up being so uninteresting, I guess. She was okay. Yeah, this is Giza. He invades you in Volcano Manor, top level. So that's cool. He's an invader, which is cool. We don't know anything about him, but if he's invader, I'm willing to give him a chance. What's the image ID? I don't know. Pizza cutter. He's cool. He's right here. He's indateable. Gideon. Literally hitting you with a, well, what is it? Huge dick. Just a total asshole. But he's so smart. He's like that asshole that, like, knows everything and thinks he's better than you. He's also got, like, kind of cool drip. He's constantly trying to kill you. He thinks he's smart. Yeah, he doesn't know as much as he does. He's condescending as hell. Absolutely maidenless. We don't like Gideon. We kind of love him, but we kind of hate him at the same time. It's complicated with him. It really is. Godfrey! Okay, Catboy. Yes, Daddy Ubu. This is the OG Catboy. Everyone thinks of him as the first Elden Lord, but he's truly the first Elden Catboy. He has a cat attached to his back, is a total Catboy, total sweetheart. Also, he's also Horalu. Powerful warrior, fights physically, and then he gets married to Marika. except he kills Siraj, but it's like an honor thing. It's like the Nameless King in DS3, even though it's kind of fucked up. I don't know. I still don't know why he kills Siraj. Whatever. I don't know. He's a daddy. So Godric, like, I can't even pretend, dude. He's actually so maidenless. Like, what else are we gonna say about him? He's a fucking joke. He dresses and acts like he's so much stronger than he is. But he's a tiny, diluted, weak sauce boy, and no one cares about him. At least he got humbled by Melania. Dude, Melania probably... It's the type of situation where she probably kicked his ass, and he'll be like, I will remember this moment forever and never forgive you. And she's like, I don't even know who you are. Because he's just like that. No one cares about Godric. Godwyn the Golden is Godwyn. So we don't know anything about Godwyn. He looks kind of cute. He kind of gives me fuckboy vibes, I'll be honest with you. You know, he's got the long blonde hair. His name is the Golden. And he seems to have his shirt off, like, all the time. He's got a real bromance with Fortisax. Like, he is kind of dead, though. We don't know enough about him. I'll stick him in passable. I'm willing to give him a try. But I just don't know enough about him. You know, like, this is assuming him alive, not like a fucking corpse, because that's weird otherwise. Gold mask. Oh, damn. He's got to be profoundly beautiful. Look at the drip. Look at the fashion. He's got a hot bod, and he likes to show it off, and there's no shame in that. We love that. We love that for him. Beautiful mask. Incredible fashion. Confident figure. He listens. He listens a lot. To the Erdtree, to you, and he talks about what he says the truth even if you don't want to hear it. Corrin doesn't want to hear it, but we do. You tell him information and he listens to you. He doesn't doubt you. When you tell him that Radigan is Marika, he's like, cool, I needed that piece of information, and he moves on. He accepts everything. He's profanely beautiful. He T-posed nakedly in the middle of a frozen mountain range. I think he might be a daddy, you're right? I forgot that he T-poses naked in a fucking blizzard. He's a good boy. That's it. Gostock is the biggest dingus. He's not quite maidenless. He's just an idiot. He's not good enough to be maidenless. He will sneak up behind you. He'll tell you what's a better way to go, and then he will kill you and trap you places and try to murder you. He's a fucking snake. He does kind of help, not really. If you don't listen to him and go out the main gate, which I guess he does let you open the main gate, then it's a much easier run. Okay, Gowry. He's a rot worshiper, kind of creepy. Just creepy. He's just generally creepy. I don't know, I don't like him. So we're putting him in absolutely maidenless. Is that Jarfrey? So this is the giant pot outside of Caelid that gives you the Great Jar Talisman. I named him Jeffrey. Just for funsies. Maybe Jarfrey, but I like Jeffrey. I just decided his name is Jeffrey because he just seems like a Jeffrey and I love him. I'm gonna put him in highly hot because honestly, he's just this giant pot who is really cool. He makes you do PvP. He makes you fight 3 people, and then when you prove yourself, he gives you a present, and it's one of the best talismans in the damn game. We love him. He's just giant. Strong silent type. Yeah, he shakes the whole world when he talks. He's just super cool. We love him. Hugh. Oh, this is a toughie. I have mixed feelings on Hugh because I initially didn't like him because he's kind of rude and his dialogue isn't the best. You know, he kind of like forgets about you when you leave the room and it's just a little eh. But then you find out that he's a sweetheart and he's kind of nice to you, and then you find out that his memory isn't so good. He also really cares about what Marika wants. He's a misbegotten. Yeah, he wants to do what Marika wanted him to do, which is kill a god, and he listens. He's very loyal. I'm gonna put him in must protect because he has like severe memory problems and just seems, and he takes care of Roderica. Yeah, so I think we need to protect him. He doesn't need romance, he needs protection. A dad, not a daddy. True. He's a true father figure. Hyetta / Irina. Oh, there's Irina. This is gonna be an interesting one. I'm gonna do these two one after another. Okay, so Irina. I have this whole theory about Irina. She's definitely Hyetta. Like, they're the same person. Now, is Hyetta possessed by a demon? Yes, no, I don't know. I had a theory that Irina's evil. Like, super evil. And then I was proven wrong. But then I was kind of proven right later because they're Hyetta. So something's up here. I don't know what's up with them. I think she was already a maiden of some kind. Irina isn't evil as just her body. I still think there's something wrong with her. I was suspicious of her the moment I met her. She's got dark black gloves. She's like, I don't know, she's just sussy, dude. We gotta put them in the same category, though. So anyway, we're getting too into lore. This is about hotness. Hyetta is into some crazy shit, and it's kind of terrifying. So I think I want to put her in dateable. Both of them in dateable. Because if you're not into the same shit, you're like, what the fuck? You're crazy. But if you are into the same shit, then it works out really well. So I'm gonna stick her there. EG. Okay, EG. Oh man, he's smart. He's strong. He's tall. He's literally doing blacksmithing while reading a book. Huge fan. So yeah, highly hot. Am I actually, you know what? I'm sticking Profanely Beautiful. I love him. He's great. He's a good boy. Where does he fight? Where do we fight Old Knight Isfon? Do we fight him outside the Colosseum with the Recusants? Is that what it is? Recusant invasion. You gotta kill him. You gotta assassinate him. I don't know a lot about him. He's an old knight. I'm gonna stick him passable. He wears a scaled set. It's a good set. NPC summon the coastal cave. Yeah, it's cool. He's a good boy. He probably helps people, which is why we have to assassinate him, because we gotta assassinate the good boys. We take him out. Jar Baron! So for those who don't know, Baron literally means like a child. So not only is Jar Baron a child, but Jar Baron's name is literally Jar Child. No question, he's going into Must Protect. He is a sweet, precious boy that we must always protect and take care of. He's an angel. He's one of the best NPCs in the entire game. He's perfect. We love him so much. All the jars are just in the best tiers, basically. And he wants a potentate to have soft hands to pet him. Jaren. Okay, Sir Jaren Castellan. So he wants to hunt witches because craven witches because they're bad. He works for the Inquisition. Yeah. But he, on the other hand, though, he helps Ronnie. Great fashion. I think he's got to be highly hot. Sure, he's against Selen. I like Selen a lot, but I don't know. He's cool. I do think he respects Radon. Oh yeah, he wouldn't have held the festival the way he did if he didn't respect Radon for sure. Juno. Okay. Juno is like the better, more talented version of Dialos in like literally every way. Older brother or younger brother, I think. Wait, I forget. Older brother or younger? He's like a better Dialos in every way. Incredible fashion. Uses the Hoslo's pedal whips. That immediately puts him into highly hot category. That's all it takes. He uses my favorite weapons in the game. I feel like Juno's pretty dateable, dude. Meta whips equals marriage confirmed. Honestly, yeah. I think I'm gonna move into Profanely Beautiful. In fact, he's perfect. He's my perfect man. He uses whips, and he's a good fighter. All it takes. We have so much in common, me and him. Okay, so I'm a little bit concerned about the merchants being here. They're a little crazy. I think we're gonna put them in Must Protect. They are literally the reason that the Frenzy Flame exists. This one's Kale, of course. This is Kale. So specifically, Kale is a sweetheart. He lets you befriend Blythe, sorry. I know it's Kale, but like they're all kind of the same. They were tricked. They were not tricked so much as they were in despair and they accidentally called upon an eldritch being which created madness. So, you know, he is a part of them, but he's got a really cool outfit. It's not his fault. He's very helpful. He's very sweet. I don't know, like, you know, maybe he is dateable. I don't know. I like his sense of humor. Yeah, because he's kind of like, I think you two are both very blunt. I think you'll be fast friends. Like, I don't know. He's got a personality. I like him. Merchants are also probably immortal. Everybody's immortal in this game. Kenneth Height, dingus. Immediate dingus. He's a jerk. He's classist. He's elitist. He's like, I'll give you a present, and he talks about the tree forever, and he's like, I'll make you a knight. No, he's a dingus. I have no interest in dating this idiot. Oh, Latenna with Lobo. Okay. The albinaric woman who helps you out and wants to become a spirit to help you out, and then something about her towering but young sister. She's a badass. She's no longer able to fight with her wolf, but she still becomes a spirit to help you as much as possible. Her outfit's great. The albinarics are super cool. She wants to make sure that her people can continue. I'll make her highly hot. Lionel, thick Lionel. So he is a, okay. Maybe not popular. I'm gonna stick him in dingus for one reason alone. He's already attached to Fia. I'm not gonna date somebody who's already got a woman. Do you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Who do you think I am here? No, he is taken. Even if he wasn't with Fia, I don't really like the Onion Bro style fashion. I don't like his hat. I don't like his look. He's kind of a creep. Don't like it. Okay, but don't we find his armor beside a deathbed dress? So you're telling me he's like, this one's my daughter, but this other one, I'm gonna sleep with this one. He's a creep! I didn't realize he's such a fucker! Oh my god, ew. Good night, bye. Melania is my mommy. Immediate daddy tier, no question. I love her, she's a badass. Yes, I have some issues with her boss fight on a mechanical level, but that's okay. Her design is 10 out of 10. Her armor is 10 out of 10. Her hair is 10 out of 10. Likely smells bad. She's a flower made of butterflies. She probably smells like a flower. Melania made Caelid as awful as it is. Everyone who says that doesn't seem to realize that Caelid is my favorite zone in the entire game. And I said that like 3 hours into the game. I said that Caelid is my favorite zone. Has not changed. Caelid is my favorite zone. She's super loyal to her family. She protects Mikola at all costs. Not for Melania, no pests either. You win some, you lose some. Universe people dead and suffering because of her. So, Malaketh. Okay, so Malaketh is gonna go to Profanely Beautiful because I love his design. I love him. I think he's super cool. Really sad story though. Like super, super sad. So he's really cool, very loyal, very tragic, and he takes his duty very seriously because he's trying to get all the pieces of the Rune of Death back so he could be like a good boy again. Marika, this is a complicated one. Honestly, I think Marika's kind of fucked up. I think she's done a lot of bad stuff. Is Marika thick? That's important. I mean, like, Godfrey's got an ass, by the way. I didn't mention that when we were doing Godfrey, but Godfrey's fucking thick. Marika dumpy? They both got a dumpy? Oh my god, I love thick. So, hang on. Marika, Radigan, and Godfrey are all thick as fuck? Okay, well that cements where they're going, to be honest with you. I don't really understand her fully. Like, I still have to like work out the lore and all that shit, but she kind of seems a lot like Ronnie. Like, she's trying to subvert the greater will. So she does a lot of bad stuff. And I feel like people are more willing to forgive Ronnie because like people love Ronnie. We don't really get to talk to Marika, but I feel like if we talked to her, she'd act a lot like Ronnie, to be honest. I kind of get really related vibes. This is quite fast considering the DLC haven't released yet. Yeah. DLC some months away. Like, dude, the game just came out. You think I'm not gonna milk it for all the content it has and then do more content later? We'll do an updated Hotness tier list when the DLC drops. Oh, baby. Okay, I think Marika's gotta be Profanely Beautiful. She's pretty interesting. And she's a total mommy. She's a god. She's got a great ass. Like, honestly, I want to know more. Also, I love her hair and I love her dress. Like, so she looks super cool. Melina. I don't really like Melina that much, but I haven't completed her quest, right? Like, I know there's some more interesting aspects to her character. She's got some interesting aspects, but those of you who've seen my other tier lists,
Shameless promo to watch my other YouTube videos of the tier list.
I don't really like the level up ladies. I never have. I think this is the most interesting character, most interesting level up lady they've created since Dark Souls 2. Like, Shanalot kind of gives me a similar vibe, but in a good way. I just thought she was really cool. Like, I thought Shanalot was cool when I met her, and Melina I thought was cool, and then I kind of forgot about her. But she's kind of with you. She has her own goal. She has her own agency. She works with you, she isn't like Dark Souls 3, where she's just like, oh, I'm just going to serve you because you're here. Or Demon Souls, right? Like, where she's just like, oh, yeah, I'm going to serve you, whatever you want. Like, I don't like that. So Melina at least has her own concept. Also, she's a link to Marika because she can, like, you know, relate to her. Her outfit's pretty cute. She's got pink hair. I don't know. I'm kind of mixed on her. I'm gonna put her in dateable because I'm willing to give her a try. I think she'd win me over, but I can't be sure. Millicent. Oh, this is gonna be high. I feel like your feelings will depend on if you meet her as an invader first or not. Yeah, I met her as an invader, and it was the funniest thing because I was like, oh my god, chat, like, so she's supposed to be sick, but she invades us. And everyone in chat's like, that wasn't her, it was someone else. And I'm like, what the fuck? It's literally her. It's the same model and the same name. But the fact that she invades you, I was like, bro, let's fucking go. That's hot. So I think she's really cool. I was super blown away when she invades you. I think we're putting it in profoundly beautiful. I love it. Mikola is literally a child. Well, okay, Mikola is one of those situations where actually streamer not really a child, actually you know, just looks like one. No, that is a child. Mikola appears as a child, is a child, will be treated as a child. Specifically from Moog, like, seriously needs to be protected from Moog, please God. Implication is also Saint Trina, yeah, who is also a child. Yeah, so Mikola, Saint Trina, whatever, is a child. Very cute. Is this Stinky Celivis? No, this is Miriam. This is Preceptor Miriam. Right. Okay. So Miriam is a badass lady. I'm gonna put her in dateable because I hate fighting her, but that means she's a good rival. I personally like a little bit of competition, you know? I like a little bit of fighting. I love a good invader. She's basically an invader, you know? I want someone who challenges me as a person, you know? I don't want someone boring, someone plain. But yeah, I don't know enough about her. I want to learn more about her, so I want to take her on a date to find out if we have a lot in common. Because we might not, but we might. So definitely dateable. Muriel is a must protect. That's easy. Muriel is the best dog in the entire video game. He's a good boy. He's pure. He's sweet. I don't know. He doesn't wish harm on anybody. You can literally give him like heretical works, and he's like, everything belongs in the true order, you know, or whatever the fuck he says. One dude killed him on Reddit. He says he'll regret it forever. Yeah, he drops nothing, and you don't even ask for forgiveness when you kill him because, like, he forgives you, apparently. It's actually the sweetest shit. So, no, Muriel is perfect, and we will protect him at all times. Moog? I feel like we need a special category for Moog. I'm gonna be honest with you. Oops. I hate Moog in basically like every single conceivable way. He sucks and he stinks and his fight is dumb and his design is so cool, but everything else about him is shit and garbage. I do not like a single bit of him. He gets his own category, which is just literally Moog. I've never done this just for a specific character, but he deserves it. Consent is a question, is a thing that he does not understand or care about. Also, Mikola is literally a child. Once again, going back to that. So yeah, Moog, that's enough about Moog. Goodbye. You're in your own category, brother. Is this Morgot? Okay, Morgot. Put him in the Moog category? No, he doesn't deserve it. Okay. Morgot is in love with the tree. So I feel like he's emotionally unavailable. You know what I mean? Like, he's literally like super in love with the Erd tree and he wants to date the Erd tree and protect it. So he doesn't really have time for you and he's kind of an asshole to you, but he's an asshole to you to protect the Erd tree. And that's the type of loyalty that we love to see. He beat Radon in the trailer. He did put Radon on his fucking back. That's true. Morgot is Gwendolyn. You take that back. Oh, actually, I see what you're saying. I just love Gwendolyn. I'm gonna put him in Dingus, and I know it's gonna be controversial, but the thing about him is he hates himself so much. He reminds me of, like, he has internalized his own hatred. I think he's a cool character and a cool fight, and I like his lore, but if I were to date him, I think I'd despise him. So he's going in Dingus. Nephili Lou. That's a daddy right there. Easy question. She's hot. She's confident. She does lose her confidence a little bit, but there's a lot going on in her life, so you gotta understand it. You gotta respect it. But then she gets it back, and she grows, and she becomes a fucking queen. We don't stand self-hatred, and it's completely not sexy. It's true. We don't like self-hatred. Like, I'm not trying to fix him. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to fix yourself, my brother in Christ. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, sorry. We're done with Morgot. Nephili. She's not overconfident. She has character growth. It's true. She's wonderful. We love her. Nereus. Okay, if that's Nereus, I mean, he's an invader. So I'm willing to give him a chance, but I don't know enough about him. He's kind of a dingus. He uses the Reduvia. Kind of a tough fight in the early game. He kicked my ass a couple times, so I'll make him passable. I just like invaders. What can I say? Okina. Maidenless. Okina is a fucking weeb. I like invaders, but not every invader. He's a fucking weeb. He uses rivers of blood. He's got a stupid hat, and his stupid thing is like he's just total weeb. He's all like, I'm a demon now because I kill people or something. He's just an idiot. No one cares about your dumb lore, Okina. Go fuck yourself. Go to hell. Definitely maidenless behavior. I love patches in this game. I think this is one of the best patches we've ever gotten. I actually really like him. I have a complicated relationship with patches. There's even in these tier lists, you're gonna find he fluctuates a lot depending on how I feel that day. I normally hate him, but then he's really sweet in Dark Souls 1, and he's all like, he calls you my love, and it's just really adorable, and I like his dialogue. He's actually really fucking sweet in this game, like weirdly, like more than ever. I don't know, dude. I think he's going to Profanely Beautiful. I love him. Okay, listen, I'm not saying I'm gonna marry the man, okay? We're not getting married or anything, but I'm willing to give him a shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, Patches would never cheat on you. I think he'd break up with you. But he'd get you in prison for tax fraud. Yeah, he wouldn't cheat, but he'd put you in prison. Yeah, that sounds about right. He's still Profanely Beautiful. I can fix him. No, you take that the fuck back. I ain't fixing nobody. You think, what the fuck are you talking about? You think I'm gonna fix him? I'm accepting him for how he is. He'll push me off a fucking cliff. He'll invade me. He'll be an asshole. It'll be funny as hell. He's just amusing. Pydia? Okay, Pydia is a fucking maidenless. You wanna know why? He enslaves puppets to use them, and he's an asshole, and I didn't do his quest right. Like, apparently there's a whole quest with him and Celavis, and I didn't finish it. We're gonna do it in this new playthrough, hopefully, if I could figure out how. By then, I'll just ask chat at this point, because first playthrough is done. Whatever, he's an asshole. Not a good dude. Sussy. Probably the worst of the Albinarics we meet. Consent is optional to this guy, and we fucking hate that. We like agency, we like choice. He deserves what he gets when he gets killed by his own puppets. Next is Radagon. Okay, just like Marika, Radagon gets a massive uptick in the tier list for having a great ass. He's also basically like a Lawrence type character in that he creates a whole religion and is like super attached to it, and he's kind of a bitch about it. And he's all like, oh, I'm better than you because of whatever. I don't know. He's kind of a dingus. He's got red hair though. That's kind of good. I think I'll put him in highly hot. He does also leave Marika, and then he leaves Renault to go back to Marika. Kind of a toxic dude. Like, he's 100% not the one that you want. Like, you don't want to marry him. You don't want to marry Radagon. Abandon his dog? Yeah, abandoned his dog. But he left his dog with his ex-wife. So, like, I think his ex-wife takes better care of the dog than he would. Because he's, like, kind of a dingus. Radon. I'm being very honest with you. Radon gives me massive himbo, but, like, unfriendly himbo. So not even a himbo. Just, Radon gives... He seems like a cocky asshole. I'm being real with you. I don't really like the Radon type. I think he's kind of a frat boy. I think, like, he's like, ah, whatever, haha. Like, I'm so fucking badass. I do gravity magic, bitch. You know, like, I don't really like Radon, dude. Horse girls are high maintenance. True. Radon is a horse boy. He's also 6 feet tall. Yeah. It's like some bonus points. Radon learned magic to be able to stay with his horse. Yeah, and his horse does not seem to be having a good time. Maybe he should put the horse in a nice pasture where he can eat grass. Maybe Leonard deserves a fucking break. So, I don't know, dude. I'm not the biggest... Like, I like Radon. I think he's actually probably my favorite fight in the game, to be honest. I thought he was, like, such a spectacle. It was super fun. He still deserves to be highly hot, but I can't put him any higher. I'm honestly, like, this is supposed to be my tier list. I'm kind of putting him up there for chat. I would not be interested in dating him. I feel like he's the type to go on a date and talk about himself the entire time. And be like, I'm really cool. I learned gravity magic. My horse is named Leonard. And literally not let you get a word in edgewise. And then at the end of the date, he'd just be like, wow, it was the best date ever. And you're just sitting there like, you don't even know who the fuck I am. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like he's that type. Also, I don't feel like... You guys are like, oh, he knows how to ride. I don't think he does, dude. I don't think he does. I think that he would be like... He like, you would be with him and then he'd just be like, yo, that was incredible for you. And you'd be like... Was it? Like, are you fucking sure? I'm putting him in... I'm giving him a fucking chance, but I'm telling you, dude, I don't think... No, I think he thinks he's much cooler than he thinks he is. Sorry, chat. You can date him if you want. He's all yours. It's the queen. One of the most interesting NPCs in the entire game. She's so interesting. She's clever. She's got fantastic fashion. She does her own thing. She's a badass. She's got the coolest friends. She's the cool girl at school. Her friends are E.G., who's all the way up here, and Blythe, who's also way up here as well. I'll be honest with you, I don't think she's my favorite character. I think she's really fucking cool, but she's not my favorite. But I did pick her ending as my first ending because it was the most interesting. So I thought that was pretty fucking cool. She's going in Yes Daddy Uwu. There's no other place she belongs. I would love to take her on a date. I feel like she would listen to you, but also talk to you. She's also ambitious. I love ambition. I love someone who has a plan. So Renault is a toughie because when I first heard about her, I'm like, yo, this is gonna be a total badass. And like, she literally meets Radigan and fights him to a standstill and then ends up allying the Golden Order, like the good boy who's all like kind of a prick and kind of like a dick is like, wow, I like her, we're being allies now. And she like, they like, the moon and the sun come together. It's like super cool. She's a royal, and then you just meet her and she's like weird and just obsessed with her weird amber, and she's like wanting babies and stuff. It's just weird. If we're talking about the lore about her, she's fucking cool as hell. We don't really get to see that part of her. So I don't know, I'm gonna put her in dateable because I want to see what she's about. But I don't like this whole dialogue of like, yeah, she's just like useless, you know? Oh yeah, that's him. I don't recognize him. He's just kind of a random invader, or invasion. So I don't know. Passable. I don't know enough about him. Roderica. This is a toughie. I'm gonna stick her in Must Protect. I know she's a lot of people's waifu, but like, once again, she's just too like, I don't like that type of character. She's just like soft, you know what I mean? Like, I want a lady who can beat me up. Electo, another black knife should be in here. Yeah, we need more black knives. Or Loretta. Yeah, where is Loretta? What the fuck? Oh well, it's a good list, but it's still missing a few. Roger's got great fashion. He's smart. He's not elitist about his knowledge, and he wants to protect people. And he's a lot more open-minded to those who have been harmed. Unlike D. I'm gonna put him in highly hot. Love the fashion. I think he's pretty interesting, and he's incredibly sweet, and he takes care of you, and he gives you lots of knowledge. And he guides you to find the secrets of Stormvale Castle. And he, even though he's a good guy, he continues to be a good guy even after he dies. Or is going to die. So I don't know. I think he's highly hot. Rykard. We could write him together as family. I fucking love Rykard. I know he's blasphemous and kind of a dingus, but the way he says together brings me life. I love Rykard. He's quite possibly one of my favorite boss fights. He's just fun. Rykard does oppose the Golden Order. I too hate clerics. We have a lot in common. And he wants you to join his family. Like, honestly, he's kind of like Dom Toretto from the Fast and the Furious series. Nothing is stronger than family. Where does Let Me Solo Her fit into this picture? Let Me Solo Her has some of the greatest fashion you've ever seen. Really hot. Great ass. So, honestly, I think he'd be pretty fucking high. Yeah. Everyone shut up. We're talking about Selin now. So here's the thing. She's in the yes daddy uwu tier. There's like literally no other place to put her. Yeah, she's a craven witch. Yeah, she's a little sussy. But I love her voice and she's hot as hell. Like that design is her face. She's hot, dude. She's so hot. Wears a really cool mask. Really good at magic, really smart. Super... Oh, she's Graven? I thought she was Craven. Okay, Celivis. I'm almost tempted to put him in the Moog category. Like, I'm really tempted. I feel like he belongs there. He do be taking everyone's agency and turning them into puppets, and he's kind of creepy. He belongs in Moog. I think he belongs there. Yeah, I think the two of them are really thematically comparable, so literally Moog. Shabriri. I mean, he's kind of creepy as fuck, but I'm willing to give him a date. I'll try. I'll see what's up with him. He likes chaos. I love chaos. I feel like we get along, honestly. Tanith! I think we're gonna put her in highly hot. I want to see what she has to offer. She's pretty hot. She used to be a dancer. She takes really good care of Zarias. She raises her. She does lie to her, but it's one of those like wait till you're older type situations. Like I think she wants to like Raya is so innocent and sweet. She wants to take care of her, and she wants her to not feel judged because of who she is or the circumstances of her birth. She's a good person. Emotionally unavailable, she's too into Rykard. Yeah, but so am I. So I feel like a lot of things are happening here that I think could be exciting. You know, like I feel like there's some potential there for some family adventures. You know, I feel like Thops needs help. Like I feel like he needs help is what he does need. He needs someone to help him and believe in him. I think he needs to be in Must Protect. He's a good lad. He's just a little bit like I don't want to put him in Dingus. It doesn't feel fair to put him in Dingus. The other Dinguses are intentional Dinguses. He needs help. He invent new magic? Yeah, but it's kind of a Dingus. Is this the fucking three fingers? I want to see what those fingers do, and you know what I'm saying? Hey, what them fingers do. No, but seriously, what the fuck? Let's just leave them here. Torrent. That's a Must Protect. That is our cute horse friend. So he's a badass, and he's a strength main. Okay, here's the thing about strength builds. I'm gonna say something controversial yet brave. I think people who main strength builds are way too up their own ass. They always talk about, I'm a Chad because I use strength builds. I'm an honest strength build. What? Like, you just use a stupid hammer. Everyone's like, dex builds are dumb. Strength builds are real Chad. And I'm like, whatever, dude. Like, did I fucking ask? Do you know what I mean? Like, they're always... It gives me Radon energy. It's like... Anyway, I'm getting off topic. Tragoth. Dishonest strength build. Really up his own ass. He's like, I help people. I'm a cooperator. I don't like those dirty invaders. This guy's 100% a blue. He's absolutely maidenless. I'm sorry to do this to you. Maybe maidenless is too far. I'm gonna put him in Dingus. The twins, what the fuck? They're literally like dead. I'm gonna put them in Must Protect. This is the two fingers. They're kind of boring and lame, so we're gonna put them in absolutely maidenless because they are boring and lame. They're just, I don't know, they're not as cool as the potential three fingers, which have chaotic energy. Vare. Fuck. So unfortunately, Vare got nerfed in that he used to say you should go die in a ditch somewhere, but he didn't. He said that in the network test, but they took it out because apparently they thought he was too mean. And I'm sitting there like, what the fuck is this, Animal Crossing? Like you're gonna nerf the meanness of an NPC? I wanted him to be mean to me. He does call you maidenless. He is the origin of the meme. He is a Moog fanboy. Love his drip though. Total snake. But he's got a great bouquet. I think he's a dingus. Vike. I'm gonna be honest with you, I think Vike's a fucking daddy. He really cares. The thing is, he's a little bit emotionally unavailable because he has a maiden already, and he does all this to protect his maiden. Like, he joins the Frenzied Flame so he could protect, like, not have to burn his maiden because he cares about her. And a dragon is in love with him. Lanso is literally like, I like you. This man has, like, all the women, dude. Lanso, he has a maiden. So, yeah, loved him the most. Yep, Vike is a daddy. Next is Yura. So Yura is a blue, but we do forgive him because he's got a really cool hat. And he's sweet. So we do like him, even though he's a blue. We do forgive him for being a blue. He is already taken though. Like he is like in love with Eleonora. I'm gonna put him in dateable because I want to give him a chance. I want to see if he's like over his ex or not, but I don't think he is. I think he's gonna go back to her, but I do like him. And then finally we have Zarias or Raya, the girl of the hour. We've talked about her so much. It's a little tough because I love her, but she's too pure. I don't want to romance her. She needs to be protected and deserves to be protected. We put her in the must protect category. She's too sweet. She needs to gain a little bit of experience, see the world a little bit, flourish as a little flower. And then maybe, but right now, snake form or not, yes. We have officially tier listed everybody. I love it. Oh, mimic tier? Daddy tier. Where would Eleonora and Anastasia be? Right, bonus for Eleonora and Anastasia. Anastasia is profanely beautiful. I love that she's basically Maneater Mildred. And Eleonora, I want to give her a shot. I'll put her in dateable.